everyone, and welcome back to the Presidential D&D Campaign, where AI-voiced U.S. presidents play Dungeons & Dragons with me, Ben Shapiro, your AI Dungeon Master. Without further ado, let's get right into the session with a recap, and then we can continue on with our adventure.
In our last session, we made it to the Blind Oracle only to find out that it was actually Lug. Apparently, after we stabbed out his eyes way back when, he ended up in the Feywild and eventually became an Oracle. Even though that was only a week or two ago for us, it's been a long time for him. Then we also found out that the teapot we took from the halflings was actually a pseudo-dragon named Nugget.
All right, this seems like a good place to slip in a one-shot type adventure. Barack, since you are an elf and meditate instead of sleep, as you go into your trance, you find yourself whisked away to your days at the academy, specifically on a momentous day towards the end of your schooling there. So, does everyone have the character sheet and backstory I gave them? Other than Obama, of course, you're still playing as Barack.
Yeah, so I am playing as Varys, one of the soon-to-be graduating class from the Vanguard Institute in Neverwinter. I'm a human barbarian, though, not a fighter, trying to switch things up a bit.
I must say, I actually thought at the beginning of the campaign that you would have been a barbarian instead of a fighter.
I am much too disciplined for my main character to be a mindless barbarian.
But all you do is run up and attack with your sword.
Yeah, because I am the best fighter in the world. Would you all prefer I just hung back and did nothing instead?
All right, and Joe, your character?
I'm playing as Brahm, a newly ordained dragonborn cleric from the Scholars of Devotion, a sect of clerics that seek to increase the knowledge of your average layperson in matters of celestial, abyssal, and demonic entities and powers.
So this is taking place during the end of my schooling at the academy? I've been there for about 3 years then.
Correct. So the three of you have known each other for a while. The academies and the scholars do a lot of work and training together to provide a well-rounded education to their students. This particular day has the three of you outside of Neverwinter, actually, deep in the heart of Neverwinter Woods, on a training and fact-finding mission. There are rumors of a growing cult of demon worshippers that have been kidnapping travelers and sacrificing them in an attempt to open a portal to the abyss. Also, as a slight immersion issue, similar to the Day in Trumpville one-shot, even though this takes place in the past, everyone is still a level 7.
Let's kill these demon cultists, then.
I'm guessing it won't be quite that easy. We need to find them first. Brahm, you're the demon expert, right?
I guess that's right. Ben, can I make a nature or perception check to get a bearing on where the cultists could be?
Sure, I'll even give you advantage on the check since you have a lot of training in matters like this.
That's a dirty 20.
Thinking through your training, you know that rituals like this would likely be located somewhere close to a body of water for ritual needs, but also dark and secluded. Since you were born in Neverwinter and have spent a lot of time in the forest, you know of a small pool with a cave nearby that would work perfectly. That's even where you have been leading the group towards for a while now.
All right, let's get a move on, though. I am ready to kill these cultists and finally graduate from the damned institute. Way too much schooling for me.
Good schooling, though, right? Help you control that rage a bit?
I don't have a problem with rage. You'll be thanking my rage once we get to this cultist place.
Right, no problem with rage at all, Varys.
You reach the cave just as the sun is setting on the horizon. You can see torchlight flickering within the cave as well. It looks like you've arrived at the correct location.
All right, guys, remember what happened in the Call of Cthulhu campaign. Not only do we need to kill the cultists, but we probably need to mess up the sacrifices or altar and magic or whatever. We aren't going to take another victory where it turns out we also gave them what they needed for the ritual.
That's metagaming, but yeah, definitely. First we destroy the altar or magic circle, and then we take out the cultists.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, as you move into the cave, you see a cluster of cultists around a large altar made of bone and covered in blood. You see a young man, bound and tied to the top of it, struggling as one of the cultists, the only one in a deep red robe, carves an arcane symbol into his chest with a ceremonial blade. It looks like you have made it here just in the nick of time.
Damn, I can't fireball with them being so close to the guy. He is still alive, yeah, Ben?
He is for sure, a look of sheer terror and pain on his face. As you enter, one of the cultists sees you as well, turning and shouting out to the others. Let's roll for initiative.
Damn, I rolled a nat one. That's a 2 total. Today is just not my day.
I got a 10.
Hell yeah, I got a 14, so I'm going first then.
Not so fast, I got a 15, so the cultists are actually going to spring into action. The leader is going to continue his work on the man, while there are a total of 8 other cultists who are going to rush at you with ceremonial knives held high. They each have 2 attacks, and so 3 of them are going after Varys, 3 after Brahm, and 2 after Barack. That's a 21, another 21, a 9, another 9, an 8, and a 23 to hit Varys. What's your armor class?
Damn, only a 15. That's not great. 3 of those hit then.
That's a total of 23 damage then.
All right, guys, this is a fight for real then. We need to take out these cultists fast, otherwise they are going to chop us up. I got my rage though, so we'll be fine.
All right, Brom, that's a 7-5, 22-12, dirty 20, and 13 to hit you. What's your armor class?
Mine's an 18 this time.
Liar.
No, for reals, I have chainmail and a shield. I think the same as what Donatello has.
Oh, so you're just copying me now?
Anyways, that's a total of 9 damage to you. Finally, Barack, the two are going to attack you. That's a 21, a 5, another 21, and a 7 to hit you. So 2 of those hit, dealing a total of 9 damage, same as Brom.
I'm not quite sure how this is going to be fitting into the pseudo-dragon we found, guys, but we need to kill these cultists.
No shit, Sherlock. Of course we need to kill the cultists. All right, is it my turn, Ben?
The lead cultist continues carving into the man on the altar as he screams out in pain. Yeah, it's your turn now.
All right, I'm raging, and I'm going into a frenzy too. Finally, before I swing at the first cultist, I'm going to use my great weapon master feat to subtract 5 from all my attack rolls, but I get to add 10 damage if I land the hit.
Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
Hell yeah, it is, and I get advantage from the rage, right?
Only if you choose to reckless attack and only for the first attack. Then anybody who attacks you will get advantage on their roll too.
Well, I'm doing it. That's a 21 minus 5, so 16. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
That's 23 damage then. All right, then I get to attack again, and I'm doing the subtract 5 thing again. Damn, these dice are rigged. That was a 10, so only a 5.
All right, with the first swing, you cut straight through the cultist, but it puts you off balance. As you swing again, the second cultist is able to dodge out of the way.
All right, I'll take it. I'm raging too, so I take half damage, yeah?
That's right. And after this, you can attack a 3rd time per turn too. All right, Brom, you're up next.
All right, I'm going to use my breath weapon, I think. How many cultists could I fit in a 5 by 30-foot line?
It's a line, not a cone. Well then, if you let one of them make an attack of opportunity, I'll say you could get into position to make it against the remaining 7.
Deal.
That's a 19 to hit for 7 damage.
Damn, all right, now they all need to make a dex saving throw, though.
That's a 8 for the first 2, an 11 for the second 3, and then a 17 for the final 2. What's the save DC?
It says 13, and half damage to those that succeeded. So it's 14 damage to all of them, but only 7 to those that succeeded.
All right, they're all still alive, but they are wounded as you unleash a... What type of breath does it say for copper?
Acid.
As you unleash an acidic stream of copper liquid. Anything else for your turn?
I guess I'll also use Healing Word on Donald. Sorry, I mean Varys as a 3rd level spell. Healing for 10 points.
Not necessary, but all right.
Okay, Barack, you're up next.
If I cast Burning Hands, would it extend far enough to hit the head cultist performing the ritual?
It can, but you would only be able to hit the 2 cultists in front of you in that case.
All right, let's do that then, as a level 3 spell. They need to make another dexterity saving throw.
Damn, that's a 6 and a 9 for the 2 in front of you. It's a 22 for the head cultist, though.
That's 16 total damage.
Flames erupt out of your hands, melting the faces of the 2 cultists in front of you as they were still off balance from Brom's breath weapon and igniting the robe of the head cultist. He ignores the pain, though, continuing to frantically carve into the chest of the man. "You will never stop us!" he cries out, voice shrill and unearthly. All right, it is the cultist's turns again. I believe there are still 2 of them on Varys and 3 on Brom, yeah?
Damn, yeah, still the 2 of them on me.
Did I not kill any of them?
I don't think so. You did hurt all of them, but didn't finish any of them off. All right, so the 2 cultists are going to attack Varys first. That's a 6, an 11, a 9, and a 15. And that was with advantage on each of them. Damn, that was pretty terrible rolling.
My armor class is a 15, so only one of those hit.
All right, so that is 8 damage, which is halved because of your rage, so 4 damage. Then the 3 are going to slash at Brom. That's a 5, a 7, an 11, an 8, a 20, and a 23. So only 2 of those hit, for a total of 13 damage. With that, the head cultist is going to cry out in an arcane language, plunging the dagger down into the chest of the sacrifice. As you watch in abject horror, the altar begins sinking in a bubbling pool of crimson liquid. The remaining 5 cultists close to you are going to turn and fall to their knees, bowing to the pool. You see a demonic hand reach out, grabbing onto the stone floor and begin climbing out of the abyss. Thin spiked protrude from its arms, back, and shoulders, and a pair of horns are the first thing you see on its reptilian and draconic face. You all will have one more turn before it fully emerges.
Damn. All right, guys, we gotta kill this thing and seal that portal. Otherwise, we will have a full incursion on our hands.
Yeah, demons are bad, we get it.
No, Barack is right. If that portal isn't closed, then it will continue to spread and fester, allowing more and more demons into our world. Why did they only send 3 students to investigate this?
Well, it's not often that someone actually does open a portal to the abyss. Most of the time, they don't have the arcane knowledge or components to successfully do that. Varys, you need to go kill that head cultist. He could be a powerful wizard.
I can do that. All right, for my turn, Ben, I want to run up and slash at the head cultist guy.
All right, do you want to use your great weapon thing?
I do for the first one with advantage because I am also reckless attacking. That's a 15.
That barely hits. You needed a 15.
Damn it, I only rolled a 1 on the damage die. That's 17 damage then.
You rolled a 1 and still did 17 damage?
Yeah, it would have been like 30 damage.
Wow, this guy seems stronger than Donatello.
You shut your damn mouth. Donatello is the greatest fighter in all of the Sword Coast. Though in his absence, I am willing to say that Varys is a close second, which is why I am playing him, of course. All right, I'm swinging again. I guess I'll still do the great weapon fighting on this and on my bonus action. God damn it, after subtracting the 5, that's a 10 and a 5. That wasn't great.
Yeah, but still, it was something. All right, Brom's turn.
I kind of wish I had gone before Varys, but I'm going to try to use confusion on the whole area with the demon and the head cultist. It only has a 10-foot radius. Can I do that where it wouldn't hit Donald?
I'll say you can. You can aim the center of the spell behind the altar against the wall, and Varys will be out of the range.
Sweet, all right, so the creatures within that range need to make a wisdom saving throw or be confused.
That's a dirty 20 for the cultist, but only a 12 for the demon. What was the save DC?
14. So on the demon's turn, it needs to roll a d10 to see what it has to do or act like. Then it gets to redo the save, and if it succeeds, the spell ends.
Okay, that sounds good. Anything else, or is it Barak's turn?
That's it for me.
All right, I still have a bad feeling about that head cultist, and I think he will be easier to deal with than the demon. So I'll cast Scorching Ray as a 3rd level, getting 4 attacks off of that. If the head cultist dies, then I'll have the other ones go to the demon. Is that okay, Ben?
Sure, I'll allow that.
That's a 21, another 21, a 26, and an 11 for 10, then 4, then 5 damage.
All right, so with 19 damage total, you do manage to finish off the head priest. Launching 4 incendiary rays of fire at him and only missing 1, the priest stumbles backwards, 3 holes in his chest. He slumps against the cave wall, dead. With this, the other cultists are going to be shaken from their religious revelry and turn to attack Barak and Brom.
Oh shit, I had kind of forgotten about them. All right, Varys, you're up with killing that demon thing. Hopefully the confusion helps a bit.
All right, let's do the cultists first, and then we can do the demon.
Sorry, on my turn, could I also enter Blade Song?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the 2 cultists that had been attacking Varys are going to attack Barak, and Brom, you still have 3 of the cultists on you. Barak, that's a 15, an 18, a 22, and a natural 20. What's your AC?
With Blade Song, it's a 16, so that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, so that's 26 damage.
Damn, could have been worse, but that was a heavy hit.
Then for Brom, it's an 8, a 9, a 23, a 13, an 11, and a final 9. So only one of those hit, dealing 6 damage. Since you are also in concentration for the spell still, you will need to roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. The rules are that you need either a 10 or half of the damage taken, whichever is higher. So that's a 10 in this case.
That's an 11. Dang, that was a close one.
Nicely done. All right, the demon will be confused on its turn then.
The fact that they get 2 attacks each and there are so many of them isn't really fair.
Agreed, that's a lot of damage they are pushing through. What's their damage die, Ben?
It's just 1d6. Wait until you see the demon, though. All right, so the demon, Brom, you recognize it as a Glabrizu, finished clambering out of the pit to the abyss. That's a 3 on the confusion check, though. What effect does that have?
Nice, so that means it can't move or take any actions this turn.
Oh, all right then, that's pretty good. All right, so now I get to make the wisdom saving throw again. Damn, that's only a 10. It'll be confused for its next turn as well then.
If I take damage and the concentration ends, would it still be confused for that turn, or would it end immediately?
Typically, it would end immediately. But since I take all of the enemy turns at the same time, I'll say that it goes for 1 more turn. All right, Varys, you're up next.
It's about damn time. All right, time to show this demon what a barbarian is made of. I'll swing at it 3 times, the first using my reckless attack and great weapon master feat, the other 2 just normal. Hell yeah, that is a critical hit. Natural 20. I am literally the greatest even when I am not playing as my character.
Damn, nice job. All right, you'll add 20 to the hit then off of that.
That's 49 total damage.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damage off of a single swing.
Hell yeah, it is. That's what I'm talking about.
You swing at it with all your might, leaving a long gash across its scaly chest. It shrieks in rage and pain. All right, you still have your other 2 attacks too.
That's a 9, which I'm guessing misses, and a 26 for 13 damage. What's the armor class?
It has a 17 armor class. All right, so you did 62 points of non-magical damage. That's pretty impressive.
God damn it, Ben, why'd you say it like that? Is it immune to non-magical damage or something like that? That would be total horse shit.
It has resistance, but not immunity. But since you rolled a critical, I let that part deal full damage.
Hell yeah, thanks, Ben. Knew you were good for something.
Thanks. I think. All right, Brom, your turn next.
All right, I don't have a lot I can do, but I will cast Guiding Bolt at the demon, I think. Damn, that's only a 14 to hit. Then I guess I'll use my bonus action to cast Healing Word and heal for 9 damage. Barack, you gotta kill these guys. Otherwise, we're gonna die before the demon even finishes its confusion.
Yeah, I think I am going to cast Burning Hands using a second-level spell slot on the cultists. They're all injured, right, Ben?
Yeah, they are all still injured from Brom's breath weapon.
All right, so they need to make dexterity saving throws then.
I'll roll once for the cultists in front of you, and then once for the ones in front of Brom. Holy hell, that's a natural one for both of them. I'll say that you can roll for a critical strike.
Hell yeah, so that is 40 damage then.
Nice. All right, you completely melt the cultist in an act of pure magic, the walls and floor turning into molten slag from the heat of the combustion. Anything else?
How much health are you at, Brom?
I'm at 30.
All right, I'll use a second-level spell to cast Healing Word on myself then. That's another 8 points of damage.
All right, it is the demon's turn then. I'll roll for confusion first. That's an 8.
All right, so according to this, it can make a melee attack against a random creature within its range. Damn, that's only Varys then.
All right, so it is going to swing at Varys. It only gets the 1 attack, not its usual 4.
It normally gets 4 attacks?
Yeah, normally. So it also gets advantage on Varys since you used your reckless attack. That's a 25 to hit for 16 bludgeoning damage, which is halved for you as well. And it is going to pick you up, Varys, grappling you.
Hell no, he didn't. All right, what does grapple do?
In this case, it just sets your speed equal to 0. You can still attack it if you want.
Of course I want to.
All right, first I need to roll for its wisdom saving throw. That's a 19, so it is free from the confusion. That ends its turn as well, so it just reached out and grabbed Varys, stabbing him with its claws and the spikes protruding from its body.
Time for it to die. I'll reckless attack and use my great weapon master thing again. That's a 21 to hit, dealing 24 damage. Then for the other 2 attacks, it's an 18 and an 11 for 19 damage.
All right, it is still able to maintain its grip on you as you swing your great axe at it again. Brom, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna cast Sacred Bolt at it again. That's a 21 to hit for 17 radiant damage.
Nice! A ray of piercing white light shoots out, impaling it in the stomach. It groans and lets out a roar, but is still holding tight to Varys.
All right, that's it for me.
I'll actually try something different. I'll use Tasha's Mind Whip. It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's a 21.
Damn, all right, it still takes half damage. That's only 6 psychic damage, though.
All right, anything else, or is it my turn again?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, it is going to make another attack roll against Varys. That's a 28 to hit. You actually aren't going to take any damage, though, as the demon throws you into the portal to the abyss. You tumble out the other side, crashing down a mountain and into another Glabrezu that was about to make it through the portal. There is an acrid, poisonous smell to the air in the abyss, and as you look around, the landscape is writhing, almost alive.
Hell no. I gotta get back through that portal then.
That might be difficult. As you look around, you see probably a dozen or so of the Glabrezu on this side of the portal. Anyways, we will get to that in a moment. Back in the material plane, the Glabrezu is going to attack Brom next. That's a 15, which misses. Then he'll attack again. That's a 25, which does hit. That deals 13 damage, and you are grappled as well as he closes a hand around your throat. He's going to march back over to the portal, ready to throw you in as well. But that'll have to wait until next turn. He can only do that once per turn, but he will squeeze your throat, dealing another 14 points of damage. You'll need to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Wow, I think we lose this, guys. That's a 10.
You are barely able to hang on to consciousness. All right, Varys, your turn.
Could I make it back to the portal?
You could try, but there are a dozen hungry Glabrezu that are looking at you as if you are their next dinner, and are also moving towards the portal to the material plane.
Those idiotic cultists. All right, well, I'm going out swinging. I want to run up and attack the Glabrezu that is the nearest to entering the portal.
Okay, you can make it up to him. Still probably another 60 or so feet from the portal.
Well, I'll reckless attack and then use my great weapon thing again. That's a 19 to hit, dealing 17 damage. Then I'll swing twice more, but without the -5 to my hit. That's a dirty 20 and a natural one, dealing a total of 15 damage.
You swing at it several times, and on the last swing, it catches your great axe mid-swing, wrenching it from your grip. All right, Brom, your turn.
I want to cast Guiding Bolt as my last 3rd level spell. That's a 17 to hit exactly. That does hit, right?
Yeah, that hits his armor class.
That's 23 radiant damage then.
The Glabrezu lets out a roar of pain as you fire a blinding bolt of celestial energy right into his face. He drops you, and you are barely able to catch onto the edge of the portal before falling into the abyss.
All right, Barack, you gotta close this portal and get out of here. I'll drop into the abyss.
What the hell, Joe? How am I supposed to close this thing?
Brom, you find yourself crashing into the same Glabrizu as Varys as well, knocking it onto its back as it drops Varys' great axe. All right, Barack, it's your turn.
All right, well, I guess since Brahm isn't there anymore, I'll use Storm Sphere centering on the portal. It needs to make a strength saving throw. Also, within the 20-foot sphere, it is difficult terrain.
That's a 22 on my part.
Really? That's all, Barack? We just sacrificed ourselves so that you can close this thing.
Then as my bonus action, I'm going to shoot it with lightning. That's a 19 dealing 15 damage.
The cave becomes the center of a whirlwind, and a bolt of lightning strikes the Glabrizu. It howls with pain, turning in the general direction of Barack, but blinded from the guiding bolt by Brom. It isn't quite able to make it out of the sphere.
All right, it needs to make another strength saving throw.
That's a 12.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage then.
It shakes, falling to a knee. Back in the abyss, the horde of Glabrizu descend on Varys and Brom. They are able to hold their own until something new lumbers up the writhing landscape. A hulking behemoth, twin heads snapping violently. Your vision blurs and the ground seems to begin to swallow you up. Despite desperately and valiantly fighting back, Varys and Brom cannot stand in the way of the ruler of the abyss, Demogorgon itself. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you all next time.